Hello and welcome to this AgriData Inc. tutorial video. This tutorial will go over using the plot deed drawing tool in Surety Pro in order to map out a legal description that contains a call that exists only to locate the point of beginning of the parcel. Let's bring up the legal description to see an example of how this is potentially formatted. So we can determine where the point of beginning is from the survey map or in the legal description itself. So in the survey map, we can see the point of beginning right here in the corner. We can also see the starting point of the description itself in the southwest corner of this section. And then it has a course and distance call in order to get to the point of beginning. See this again down here in a legal description, where it's saying commencing at the southwest corner of section 12, thence the course along the south line of the section in the distance in feet to the point of beginning. First, like always, we're going to select our client that we want to save this boundary under, and then search for our section township range or manually locate the area on the map. We bring the legal description back up here so we can figure out where we need to go. So after the kind of general location of where this parcel's at, we can get to kind of the meat and bones of it. So commencing at the southwest corner of said section 12, thence south 89 degrees 56 minutes 44 seconds east along the south line of the said section, a distance of 1959.15 feet to the point of beginning. So that is the line that we need to pay attention to. It is essentially finding the point of beginning by starting at a known point. In this case is the southwest corner of section 12. So if we minimize this here again, we know that the southwest corner of section 12 is down here. So I'm going to zoom in a couple times to get a little bit closer, and I'm going to switch to my plot deed drawing tool, and I'm just going to start. So click on the map to set your starting point. I'm going to do that by clicking on the corner. I'm going to go by the imagery more so than the actual lines here, just because it looks like it's a little bit more accurate if I do it that way. So now that I've placed my point of beginning, we can actually map out the call itself. Go up to our add linear point, and let's map out this call. Remember, we can put spaces in place of our degrees, minutes, seconds symbols or icons, and you can use the tab key to tab through the different text boxes here. And hit space to apply. And if I hit my previous view, we can start seeing that this line goes all the way over to our point of beginning. So now that we found the point, we just need some way to mark it on the map so that we can basically clear this and then start again, but not lose where we are. So the easiest way, in my opinion, to do this is to use a symbol. So we have the symbols option over here. So let's click on that. And we have the crosshair symbol to use. So I'm going to zoom again a couple times onto my point so I can get an accurate representation. And I'm going to simply left click on the point after I have highlighted the correct symbol here, and it'll place it on the map for us. And then simply from here we can switch back to our drawing tool. We can clear what we've already done by using the trash can symbol, confirming, and then begin again by setting our starting location by just going to the middle of this cursor here, or this crosshair, and left clicking, and we can click and drag if we want to make sure it's in the center. So now that we have our starting point again, then we can simply proceed again by mapping out the rest of the calls. So the calls are pretty straightforward from here, so we're going to kind of skip ahead here till I can catch up with you at the end. Now that we're on our final segment, let's go through on what we can do here as well. So I'm going to pan over here a little bit and go back to my drawing tool. Let's map out this segment. So you may notice they don't exactly line up to the point in the end. You see this a decent amount of times, and the cause can vary from maybe something mistyped into our calls, or simply the legal description is just a hair off from the survey. Or a couple options in this situation is, yes, we could close this and then possibly delete the kind of the outside point, or we could just simply delete that point right away by going into our plot deed tab here and deleting this last one. And then coming back up here and then just simply closing the polygon. So what it'll do is it'll just come from that last point and just close this last segment here manually. Okay, then we can check our acreages by going to our draw field tab and see we have 22.54 total acres, and we can check and see what we needed in our legal description, 22.54, so that looks pretty perfect. Head back over here. So it looks pretty good. If we wanted to remove the symbol from the map, we can click on our symbols and then click on the trash can icon to clear it. And then simply go back to your select or drawing tool in order to continue. Obviously remember, if you wanted to save this, click on Save Borders in the right panel, and it'll save it under this client. And now you can use it just like you would any other boundary by selecting it or smart selecting it and using any one of the forms or maps. Get more information from the support option in our help drop down and click on Surety Pro features and scroll down to the legal description mapping and click on the plot deed drawing tool. This will give us a step-by-step walkthrough of the plot deed drawing tool and all the different functionality it has. Make sure to subscribe to our AgriData Inc. YouTube channel to keep up on all the latest videos and tutorials that we have. Thank you.